Namaskar viewer, I welcome to these sessions Current Awareness Services. I, Dr. Pawan Kumar Seni, Assistant Professor, School of Social Sciences, IGNOU. These presentations will cover definitions and characteristics of current awareness service, steps in current awareness services, prerequisites of current awareness services, new media, another says the method of current awareness services, advantage, benefits, current awareness service, current trend, and last is self exercise for learners for you. So now the current awareness services क्या है? बेसिकली हम देखते हैं कि लाइब्रेरीज और इंफॉर्मेशन सेंटर्स दे आर ऑफर द डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ सर्विसेज लाइक से फॉर एग्जांपल ट्रांसलेशन सर्विसेज, इंडेक्सिंग abstracting services, another circulation services, reprography services, and another is last most important services. I will cover this presentation's current awareness service. Before current awareness services, after these presentations, you will be able to explain the meaning and need for current awareness service, describe the type of current awareness services which are prevalent in the society, and we will be able to compile a current content of journal. Introductions. What is the current awareness services? Current awareness services, it is a type of the alert services because क्योंकि हम जो latest development, latest जो informations we have provide to the user, latest new innovations, new development in a particular field journal field, and we have provided from journals other primary sources. So the alert services are also termed as the alert service or current awareness services. These services assist the user in keeping up to date with current research in a specific area of interest. In this context, current awareness services refer to way to say up to date on the latest informations from journals in a field, to receive automatically alert about new informations in a specific research area, and using modern technology that help a user to organize and mandate the informations that is required to conduct research. In the LIS literature, we have seen that traditional definitions of current awareness services like traditional method, acquisitions list with we have prepared the list, acquired the documents, library have the conduct the various activities, library have acquired the various documents, then after library have prepared the acquisitions list, indexing, abstracting, bulletin. These are the method, these are the meaning of current awareness service. Already we have provided since lot of 3 decades, 4 decades, we have library has provided the current awareness service, but now in the present era we are scenario is changed, and the current awareness services are the different mode, and I will cover in the next presentation. But another say internet bulletin, newspaper clipping, personal note, phone cell from other library professional, like I will inform the other my colleague, and these are the new informations, that is type of the current awareness, the meaning of the current awareness services. Another say the circulations of latest editions of journals, photocopies of the table of content, or display shelf with the latest book adding the collection. Library have purchased the regularly new books, they have added the new collections to this type of the meaning of the current awareness services. As you know, learners, Dr. S.R. Ranganathan did not use the term current awareness services. He mentioned about a document periodical which lists the document appearing during the period covered and without being selecting to suit the requirement of a particular reader or of a specific topic under investigations, under the research, they are used the current awareness services, meaning by Dr. S.R. Ranganathan. We have seen the different type of approaches, in the context of current awareness services. There are the 4 type of approach of reader. Like first is current approach, another is everyday approach, third is existing approach, fourth is catching approaches. Current approaches means recently development. Everyday approaches, for example, being a librarian, called the sort ready reference services, that is the everyday approaches. Existing approach is a total approach. We have provided the new innovations, a total approaches that, and a catching approach is a type of the specific approach. We have provided the specific field information like innovations, new innovations in development. In this approach, no specific information is required and no specific questions to be answered to the reader, to the user. The most important, library had been satisfied this approach with the help of indexing and abstracting services with the original documents. Now we move for next is definitions of current awareness services. The different type of definitions is given, but I will cover only one definition. Is renowned persons Brown and Seri have described these services is say a system for reviewing publications immediately upon receipt, selecting information right to the program of the organized served, and noting individual item to be brought up to the attention by one mean or other of those persons who work they are related. This is the definitions given. This definitions has defined, basically we have provided the immediately latest informations or individual noting a group they are provided. Then after we have seen the characteristics of current awareness services. The characteristics, their services have the few characteristics, features are there. First is say it is a announcement services, it is alert services, is announcement services brought up usually from printed form like that name is the accession register, say book, yeah, documentation list and current awareness service. In digital form, say internet, intranet, email, web, current awareness services in digital format. Another characteristic is say speed. Speed means timely. The information innovations new is today is the latest information we have provided immediately to the user. The speedily is essential of current awareness services. As such, the periodically of services usually varies from weekly to monthly. There are the periodicities like the periodically and time related. The another is characteristics is it aim to serve and generate a researcher's current approach to informations. As being a librarian, after your course completions, you become being a librarian, you are provide the research assistant services. In most library offer the RAS is a research assistant services. They are provide their help to the user new research in particular area interest as a user. It does not answer any specific query. Another characteristic, but they provide a broader view of current development. It is not bound. Current awareness services is not limited to the specific query, but it also we have provided the broader area subject in recently development in this field. Another characteristic, services is usually on the broader area. The services is formal channel. Here formal channel means like books, journals, magazines, etc. and supplement of informations received from the informal channels. Like another say the current awareness services is meant by scanning scanning in say the environmental scanning, OCLC are offer the environmental scanning. It is a type, is a meaning of the current awareness services, the characteristics of the current awareness services. And another characteristic say it is give the bird's eye view of the latest development in the field. Then another is characteristic say the services for temporary use. Say it is maybe it is a temporary use. We have provided the latest informations for the short time period, yeah, temporarily. Then after move for the next topic is prerequisites of current awareness service. जब हम सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड करते हैं करंट अवेयरनेस उससे पहले कुछ प्रिपरेशंस इन्वॉल्व होना चाहिए, क्या तैयारी करनी चाहिए. मेजर फॉर प्रिक्विजिट्स फॉर द इफेक्टिव करंट अवेयरनेस सर्विसेज. फर्स्ट से knowing what topic to cover, knowing who want what. The third is knowing the source for obtaining latest information. You know very well this information is received from which sources, like primary sources like journals, magazines, या other secondary sources या tertiary sources. Then fourth is preparation से supply of information regularly and reliably. Being a library professionals, they are provide the regularly informed to user in innovations and new development. This type of the request is in the current awareness and reliable. Information is reliable to be related. Then after the next is slide say the need for current awareness services. इस सेवा की जो करंट अवेयरनेस सर्विसेज की हम बात करें, इसकी आवश्यकता क्यों है, नीड क्यों? बिकॉज द लॉट ऑफ रीजंस बट आई कवर ओनली 3 रीजंस. फर्स्ट इज इंटरडिसिप्लिनरी नेचर ऑफ रिसर्च. आप देखते हैं कि अभी एजुकेशन में या अदर्स इन सेक्टर में इंटरडिसिप्लिनरी रिसर्च आर गोइंग इज रेगुलरली, लाइक ह्यूमैनिटीज या साइंसेस में या हिस्ट्री, साइकोलॉजी, लाइब्रेरी साइंस, इकोनॉमिक्स. इंटरडिसिप्लिनरी नेचर ऑफ रिसर्च यानी 2 डिसिप्लिन मिलके जो रिसर्च कर रहे हैं, दैट इज इंटरडिसिप्लिनरी रिसर्च. एंड ग्रोथ ऑफ लिटरेचर. आप देखेंगे कि डे बाय डे नई टाइटल्स, नई बुक्स पब्लिश होते जा रहे हैं, नए जर्नल्स, नए नए रिसर्च एंड ग्रोथ ऑफ लिटरेचर. सो the being a library, as a library is required to inform the user latest growth in particular literature. Another is the need for say type and form of documents. It is another is say type and form of documents. Yani informations are various format. Informations are available the different type of sources in the various format, like electronics format में, printed form में, notebook material में या other type of materials they are available. So this type of services are required. The different type of sources, type of document like conventional, non-conventional, neo-conventional, primary, secondary, tertiary. There are the different type of documents are available is required for this type of services. So then after we have provide the current awareness service, we have follow the steps. The first step say the review and scan of documents immediately. Suppose the latest information has been published, and being a library professionals, they are review before providing this current awareness services, review and scan documents immediately. And then after selecting informations are recorded form to the user, which kind of informations are required, particularly interest of reader, interest of user has been recorded, and then after send the notification, inform to the reader, inform to the user. This is the latest information library have subscribed, library have received. Then after the reproduce and rearrangement, then the delivery to the inform to the user through these services. Then after we are going discuss the new media of current awareness services. New media sometimes say this is the type of the current awareness services and also is the method of current awareness services. Okay, which type of we are provide the which type of the current awareness services. So I will cover one by one. First is current awareness services, second is current content, third is routine of periodicals. Periodical here means in the journals regularly, magazines include the periodicals. Then after it is a type of the SDI. SDI stands for the selective disseminations of informations. Another research in progress. Then forthcoming meetings and newspaper clipping. These are the new media of current awareness service. The first I will cover is the current awareness. Current awareness means latest innovations, latest development in particular field. As know is also known as the title announcement services. And also say call is the current awareness services, CAL. Current awareness list is a type of documentation list which is usually cover informations about article in the current issue of periodical, latest issue. For example, volume number 13, issue number 12, the latest issue will be issued, the latest innovations, particularly library, college library, research library journals. Their latest issue is March, June, July, etc. Recent published research, technical reports and other micro documents on broader subject field arranged in convenient order for easy and quick scanning. These are the first say the methods. And another example of current awareness services, for examples like CAL are current awareness bulletin that was published by Center for Women Development Study in New Delhi. Another example is current awareness bulletin. It is published from International Maritime Organizations, London. Then after another method, the second method is the current content. Current content, also known as content by journal. It is most quick and easy process of providing current awareness services. The content pages of all the current issue of journal received in library are reproduced and switched together and sent to the user regularly interval. Then another method is another new media of current awareness service is SDI. SDI stand for here is selective disseminations informations, is another type of the current awareness services, and also is the broadly say the another is services. Like already starting में मैंने mention किया था कि library has provided the different type of services including the SDI. SDI is a selective dissemination information service, but basically difference with it, SDI is a type, is a part of the current awareness services, but basically difference between the SDI and selective. SDI, selective dissemination informations, and current awareness services is current awareness services which is provide the all latest development in for whole user, for the not interest in the particular area. But SDI services are provide the selective, here word use the selective disseminations informations, they are provide the selective user with the different process. We have prepared the as suppose we are provide the SDI services, they are the follow process, like first of all selections documents, then after user we have prepared the user profile, then after match to the user profile and documents profile, then after we will send the notifications to the user, the consent informations will be sent to the user. Then after we have received the feedback, if is any requirement of the particular suggestions which are informations is not correct, we have incorporated. These are the process when you provide the SDA services. But again I repeat, SDA services is a part of the current awareness services. So other words, it is a user oriented current awareness services. SDA services also known as a user oriented service. Already I have mentioned the selective one. As the definitions by Brunner describe, it is a refinement of current awareness services, current awareness idea that is designed to serve the individual scientist directly. Another method is research in progress. Research in progress provide informations regarding the various research projects undertaken in a one research organization or a group of such of organizations. It cover may be sometime limited by some specific area of knowledge. This is the new media of current awareness services. Another is new media of current awareness services, routine of periodicals. It is a method which is not completely new one, but widely used it routine of periodical. For example, circulations of journal issue among the user in turn, right? So these are the methods. Then another is method forthcoming meeting. We have provide, suppose my library have organized one seminar, one workshop, lecture, etc. We have informed to the users, we have informed to the other colleagues. That is a kind of the current awareness media of current awareness services. So considerable amount of new and useful informations are generated in the seminar, conference, workshop, meetings, etc. Then another method is the newspaper clipping. Sometimes says the type of the services, mostly library they are offer the current newspaper clipping services, but newspaper clipping services is a type of current awareness services or media of current awareness service. So newspaper are considered as a valuable source of current informations, as these are the current awareness media. They are of various kind, such as regional, national, international. For example, some newspapers specialized in particular subject is such economics, economic time, financial express. So now benefit of current awareness services. The first benefit is keeping track of new development in a particular fields of interest. Another benefit is keeping track of new website, discussions group, publications, etc. Then another benefit is keeping track of trends in a particular field of interest. For example, by means, let's say table of content of journals, new particular trend. Another benefits of current awareness service, taking note of daily event of interest. For example, weather reported in the newspaper also. And another benefits is receiving customized informations. For example, say the weather report. These are the benefit of current awareness service. Now we are talking about the current trend in CAS, current awareness services. As you know, viewers, HP Luhan was proposed the first time this use of computers for providing the current awareness services in 1958. And automations, networking of libraries also made it possible to provide CAS through organizations, intranet, librarynet, etc. Emerging after innovations of internet, it is possible to start the web-based current awareness services. Some important websites which are provide the current awareness services like bibliothèque review, scholarly, article, research, alert, export journals, table of content services. And another few some important website which are provide current awareness services are like already mentioned the bibliothèque, current science cities, URL address is the so and so. These presentations also helpful for when you provide the current awareness services. To request it all of your viewer, you can self-check exercise. The first, I am asking the one question, highlight the silent feature of current awareness services. Then another self-check exercise is describe the advantage of current awareness services. Then another exercise say mention any four new method of current awareness services in these presentations. And also another exercise say what do mean the current awareness services. And last is self exercise say why are we offering current alert services. Thank you so much viewer.